Hey guys, so we're doing something new here at the Pink Envelope. I don't want to call it a vlog because I don't think I'm that cool, but it's definitely going to be not so staged as my stereotypical unboxing videos. This is Decorate with me, and basically I need to decorate for Easter. Easter is in a few days, and I feel like my initial design has been up for too long. I'm bored with it, and it's too mature for my personality, so I want to decorate. So here are my thoughts. I want to add more color to my mantle. I think I'm gonna make a wreath. I don't have a really good centerpiece to go on my mantle, so I think I'm also gonna build a wreath. If you wanna hang out, see what I'm gonna decorate with, how I make the wreath and all that good stuff, let's go. Okay, you guys, so here's the mantle as it is. I think it's gorgeous. I absolutely love my decorated pieces on there, but I feel like it's just not stereotypical Samantha, like over the top Easter bunnies and all that good stuff. So I ran up into the attic and pulled out my backup decor. Yes, I'm that person. I have a bunch of these tubs right here full of decor. And I want to start brainstorming how to spice this up a little bit more, make it way more Easter centric. And then these wreaths, you guys, are years old. Like, oh my gosh, 5, 6, 7 years old, and they are so not my style. So if we get really crazy, we will revamp these, but most importantly, I want to make a wreath for up there. I have this crazy addiction to boxwood. So I just picked up this boxwood at Home Goods. I'm gonna do something with it. It was really cheap. It's got a foam back. It's gonna be easy to use and decorate for an outdoor space. So I have this guy. But I'm thinking for the centerpiece for the mantle, I'm gonna use this wreath, also from Home Goods, definitely a higher qualities by Allstate Floral. They're pretty cool. To create a centerpiece with. And then this is the wreath that I have from Foster's Point Floral. High-end, gorgeous quality stuff. Don't judge the decor by what I did to it, because they did not do this. But the actual boxwood is really great. You can see the difference in the back of it. It's really easy to hang and use. So I've got all these. I want to go, I don't know, create a centerpiece with this guy. I just brought everything in here. This is how I design. I have all the boxwood wreaths that I showed you. I think I have decided I'm going to do this one for the centerpiece for the mantle. Then I have the two that I'm gonna strip down and we'll redo for the doors. And then I'm gonna decorate this one, less Easter, more spring. And it's either gonna go on the front door or it's gonna go on my chicken coop. I don't know. Decisions. So I think first I want to strip down these wreaths just in case there's anything on these that I wanna use. I am over hydrangeas. When I lived in Houston about 4 years ago, I had the most gorgeous hydrangea garden, like off the hook. Like my whole backyard lined with hydrangeas, and the soil was perfect for them. I mean, they grew really, really well, really quickly. I went to cut that just now and realized I think I could untie it and maybe salvage it. So yeah, I was into hydrangeas for quite a while. Moved to San Antonio, Texas, and the soil and climate is completely different. And hydrangeas do not grow here at all. Like, you have to be like master gardener status to get them to grow. So I had to give up on that little dream, which is a bit of a bummer. But it's led me to roses and other types of flowers I haven't used, which is good. What is your like go-to flower? Like to this day, I still say hydrangeas would be my ultimate. I want my yard full of hydrangeas. But comment and tell me what your go-to flower is, what you absolutely love planting in your yard. If you know anything about San Antonio, comment what I should plant here. I still haven't found that piece de resistance flower, like the one that is amazing. I'm still kind of fuddling around and trying different things. We just had that big freeze that Texas almost died, literally. We were out of power. We were out of power for 3 days. So I get to replant everything because it's all dead and brown and disgusting out there. And so I want to go big or go home. I want to put in stuff I love that is good, that will grow. So if you are familiar with San Antonio soil and can give me recommendations, I would love it. Okay, this guy is
naked and looking sparse because I knew he was a little more thin set. The other day I was playing on Amazon and I found this garland. It was super cheap for, I don't remember, but I'll link it below. Super cheap. And so I thought, well, I'll buy it so I can tear it apart and put it in here. I love these little chickies. Can y'all see these little chickies? I think they're so cute. Might try to figure out a way to reincorporate them into the design. Some of them are on stakes, some of them aren't. So one of the things I'm really hoping with this, like, I guess you would call it the new Decorate With Me series, I'm gonna film it a little more I'm gonna film it a little more vlog style, is just to be able to hang out and do more of the things I love. I love unboxings, that's what I've done for years. I love subscription boxes, that I've done for years, but I also love decorating, and for some reason have never given myself permission to like talk about it or share with it. I've always been the person who is like, well, there's always girls that are so much better at this than me, and that's obviously true. But I don't know why I was excluding myself from being able to talk about decorating at all with that, which is a falsehood. That's not true. If I want to talk about decorating, I can, which is something my friends have been really reminding me recently. So they encouraged me to put this side of me out there. And so here we are, and I'm having so much fun thus far. Okay, so I'm literally like making this up as we go. I'm gonna plug some of this into this guy. I'm just literally taking my good old handy dandy wire cutters and I'm snipping the base of this in little groupings. And then at first, I'm just gonna tuck them in to see if it creates the desired look I want. Like I might get these in and decide I don't like the two different colors together, or I might get it in and decide it's really complementary. So I'm just gonna keep snipping little groups. Okay guys, these are not glued in, but what do you think? This is the after and this is the before. Are we digging the two different colors? I actually think I'm loving it. I think it gives more dimension, and once we add some Easter spring decor to it, but I would like to know, honestly, be honest with me, you guys, if you like the filler in it or not. So to make sure my filler doesn't go anywhere, I just kind of, and I'm crude. I am so crude with my hot glue. I'm not dignified like some of these women are. Just put it on just a smidge, because I mean, you know, it doesn't take a lot. And I tuck it in to where I want it. And that gives me just a little bit of extra hold on this guy. Okay, also this wreath had like gaps in the foliage that was driving me crazy for a couple of years now. So it's very exciting to get those gaps filled. If you have not seen a past Decorate With Me, go up here. You can see the first one I ever did. I would love to know. Watch that one and then watch this one. And I'd love to hear, which style do you like more? Do you like this slower pace, chatting it out, walking through things? Or do you like me just creating, designing, where it's almost just like in the moment, in product, in design? Tell me, this one or that one? Little tug, yep, we're back at the beginning. Once you've gotten your wreath filled in with its base, you need to decide what's the top, because you decorate from there. I tied these little strings. This is literally like, just, what is that brown string? This is my top, so I'm gonna lay it down like this so I know that I'm designing with that is the top of my wreath. And I'm thinking I am really loving these chicks. I know my kiddos love these little chicks, so I want to incorporate them back into the design. I wanted to put more filler in the wreath, however, I need some of this for that guy. So I stopped to make sure I don't run out. And I'm gonna use these chicks to kind of give me grace on the design and fill those last couple of gaps where I wish I had more greenery. I'm thinking two little chicks like this, and then I'm gonna put some eggs, maybe the original egg groupings. Where do we put those? I've just got wire. Maybe just put the original eggs right back on as they were. My chicks aren't glued in, so hopefully it'll fall out when I tilt this, but they might. Now what I'm trying to decide is, do I add in all these flowers? Can I see all my flowers? Should I add in some flowers or don't get crazy? So I'm wondering, am I getting too crazy adding in like florals? Do I need to slow my roll? I gotta put one more right here. I can't handle that little gap. Like right here, it's just driving me crazy. Yeah, okay, that needs to go right there. Okay, I'm gonna just put, let's see, is there one that already has super, yeah, this one, so you can see this one has super glue from my last project. I'm going to just use this guy and super glue him, again, exactly where he's already covered in super glue. Y'all, this is my fancy super glue gun. This is the new one that I just replaced my old one with. Shows you how bad my old one was. My old one was a disposable, like one-time use glue gun that came in a craft subscription box that I subscribed to in 2015. During the pandemic, during lockdown, I was like, it's time to treat yourself. So I spent $19.99 and bought myself that fancy guy. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a huge change in using it. I just, you know, when you just don't know, you don't know. I did not realize my last glue gun was that bad. All right, this guy also has glue on the back of him, so I'm gonna put him here so I'm not ruining other chicks, just in case I wanna use them for a different project. Okay, y'all, I really am like so torn if I should stop here and be minimalist or if I should put florals all in here. Here's what we're gonna do. Idea. We're gonna scoot him over and bring him in. So here's the top. I'm going to put filler in here. What in the world is this thing? Can y'all see that? Oh, it probably was in one of the chicks. Dangerous. Let's fill this guy real quick and then we'll do a mashup and we'll decide which one we like best. Okay, we did good. I actually have a little bit left. I'm gonna hang on to it just in case once we get him up, we want to add something more. So I have my top at the top again. My flowers are secured. Ooh, do I want to put my chicks in the exact same spots or want to do them a little bit different? I would love to know, is symmetry important to you? Like, yes, absolutely. I would want them even and balanced and spaced, or don't really give a care. You're really kind of chill and it is what it is. Comment below, matched or mismatched? What if on this one, we do these smaller flowers? It's just kind of brainstorming time. I don't know that I like the flowers. For me, I think it makes too many elements. I think I like my original wire with the eggs, with the chicks, just like we had it. Obviously, minus the pink, it's a girl birth announcement bow. And the filler. I think the filler was the key, the thing I was looking for. I put the other one right here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna want this one up here. Otherwise, they're gonna look way too much the same. Oh, it's thick. I filled it thick up here. Let's see if we can work it out. Oops, that glue's not dry. I'm moving it too quick. Woo, I'm so guilty of that. Slow your roll, Samantha, slow your roll. Let's go hang these up so we can look at them and evaluate what we did. And then we can come back and design the rest once we know how we feel about this.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if you're like me, but I have to clean before I can decorate. So let me go grab my Grove glass cleaner and wipe these down so when we put the wreaths back up, I'm not distracted by like water spots and kids' handprints. There's actually an entire path from a snail. This is why when I'm working on a project, my husband's like, you're slotting 2 hours to make wreaths? I'm like, 2 hours to make wreaths and other things. If you see these little hooks here, I can show you in a second. I leave those up 24/7. Don't know if you're supposed to, but it's been a great way to rotate wreaths easily. And then when I have nothing up there, you really can't see them. They pretty much blend in. And they're just little hooks. I've linked them below for you guys to check out. Okay, I think it looked really good. Let's go grab the wreaths. They should be dry by now. Okay, so I'm gonna hang these guys by, I have these strings. They have different knots tied in them, so I can hang at different levels. I'm gonna hang it from the shortest level that I tied the string onto. So look, I think they turned out great. They look much fuller. They have a more modern greenery in them. Still the little touch of the Easter, but not like so much so that it's screaming like bunnies. I don't know. I am loving it. Okay, let's grab a snack. So I just started this whole gluten-free thing. I'm on day 3 today. So all of my snacks I'm doing are gluten-free. I got these from HEB. And I did not realize how delicious gluten-free food was. Like, I had these assumptions that they all tasted horrible because gluten wasn't in there. And I actually think it's the exact opposite. Now that gluten isn't in the food, it has more flavor. I don't know. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. Like I said, I'm on day 3. Literally ran to the store, bought a bunch of stuff that was gluten-free and just cut it cold turkey because my stomach has been so bad. My rosacea has been so bad. And of course, doctors are like, hey, let me put you on medication. And I'm thinking to myself, for how long? So I'm working on gut health. And this is one of my first like snacks that I've fallen in love with. Comment below other yummy snacks like this. I'm fructose intolerant and I'm cutting gluten. So I need ideas, yummy ideas, sweets ideas, carb replacement ideas, anything along those lines. You know what I was just thinking about? So in Texas, during homecoming, we do mums. And like, I guess comment below if you're familiar with Texas mums. It's oversized, super large, like the flower chrysanthemum is the base. And then things coming out of it. And I mean, when I was in high school, so that would be 20 years ago, they were big. Like you have to pin it to like an undershirt or to your bra strap or something to hold it because the weight is crazy. The mums that I wore when I was in high school are nothing compared to what the kids are wearing today. These Texas-sized mums are out of control. So I know that Texas mums have hit the news a few different times because of how crazy they are, but have you guys ever seen a Texas Easter basket? You know, the things kids carry to gather eggs? Want to see a Texas Easter basket? It's sitting beside my camera. Let me think of it. Here is a Texas-sized Easter basket. So, I mean, literally, there's an endless number of eggs you can get. As you can see, it's wider across than I am. I'm thinking my 7-year-old, she did carry it kind of last year. And it was her first year. But I'm thinking this year, as a full-size 7-year-old, she's actually going to be able to carry it instead of sitting it in a location and bringing the eggs to her basket. But I have to say, they are so cute. We get so many compliments. She absolutely loves it. They're great for decorating in the house. But yeah, here you go. Here is a Texas-sized Easter basket. Okay, let's head back over where we were and let's work on the wreath for the center of the fireplace and maybe even a wreath to go on the front door or on the chicken coop.
Okay, so let's work on the one that I'm saying I want to put on the fireplace. This is the hook that holds it at the top, so I'm gonna set that up top. And I'm thinking for this one, I am gonna do florals, but not all over. Like maybe a spray of them right here, I'm thinking. Sometimes, honestly, I just have to start cutting and going. Like I just gotta cut and go. And so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna start cutting and sticking them in and see where things fall. So I don't know, maybe like 1.5 inches right there. I'm thinking like that. Should we do 2 colors or 1 color, 2 sizes? Why must there be so many options? These keep moving. I normally wouldn't put glue on until the design is done, but I can't tell what the design is doing because my flowers keep moving. So I'm living wildly and I'm living boldly and I'm gluing before the design is done. I'm gonna pull the leaves off. I feel like that opposing greenery is not the aesthetic I'm looking for. Go buy y'all some of these. If you do crafts, if you're gonna hang out on here and emulate any of these crafts, you're gonna find that I use those clippers like crazy. They are an essential part of my design. Those are the same. I mean, I keep these in the car. I have a pair of these I keep in the car. I also keep pruning shears like for plants in the car. Because if I drive by a highway or a place that has gorgeous like potential greenery or gorgeous grasses that I can dry, I jump out of my car. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me do this a bunch and clip them all down and bring them back and dry them. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. So there's the top. Here it is. Real simple, but pretty. I'm not real into ribbons, like tying bows. Like I bought this guy with this guy on top, but typically I don't add ribbon. I don't know why. It's not that I'm necessarily against it. It's just, maybe it's just not my style. I brought over all of these. I love these little sequence eggs and was thinking about putting them around here, but am I taking it too far? Is that cheesy? Let's just lay them on top and see how we feel. It is so over the top Easter. I don't even remember, you guys, where these eggs came from. I've had these eggs for so long and they were like on a tree and then they were in a basket and I just keep repurposing them over and over. But I feel like this is their real true calling. Like for the first time, these eggs are being all that they can be right here in this over the top wreath. You guys, you know what started this? My kiddos, literally my youngest in particular, came up to me and said, this year when we have Easter, I don't want to have it at somebody else's house. We always hunt eggs at other people's house. Can we please have Easter here at our house? And I was like, yeah, we totally can have Easter here at our house. She's like, great, so we're gonna prepare for the people to come? And I was like, yes, we can prepare for everybody to come to our house for Easter. That sounds great. And she's like, okay, good, when do we start? I was like, we've kind of already started, but whenever you're ready, just let me know. I'll tell you more about that in a sec. So while he is drying over there, woo, let's bring this guy over. This one actually still has a tag on it. So this was $24.99 for this wreath. It's, in my opinion, very low quality, very low quality. But I mean, I want to put it outside, so I don't want to splurge on anything expensive for something I'm just going to put outside. I have this welcome sign. This welcome sign hung on our apartment door. We have not lived in an apartment in over 10 years. I mean, like it's been at least 10 years. But I was like, I don't want to get rid of it. I feel like one day I'll be able to do something with it. Well, here we go. I literally am going to disassemble this guy and see what he looks like on this wreath. This whole thing, this whole saving, the moment has come. It's all paying off. I want to spend money on what I want to spend money on, and I don't want to spend money on anything else. So like holding on to this for 10 years for this very moment is so exciting for me. Like, I mean, do you get it? Like, are you that type of person? Like, I feel like it's all been worth it. So I'm just unscrewing these little baby screws off this ribbon. Welcome. So I'm thinking welcome's gonna go right there. The eggs are gonna go like so. Part of me is wondering if I should wire these on since it's gonna be outside. Let's do that. Floral wire. This is another item I use absolutely positively all the time. With floral wire, it actually does come with an area on top that you can cut it on its own, but most of the time I end up just grabbing my clippers. Since these have the strings on the back, I'm gonna see about just wiring them to this wreath. And then when I get to the back, just like a bread twist tie, just twist it and twist it. Now that I know my length, I can cut. Oh yeah, that worked superbly. Let's do it again. Okay. Now for this guy, I am going to fix him, but we can glue him to that ribbon. I'm gonna use my fingers as a guide. I really, really want that to stay in place. Let's put that on top so it has some weight to hold it down. Okay, so how's this guy doing? Did he dry? Does he look good? Did it turn out like I had hoped? I think so.
Okay, so we've got those drying down there. That's good. I want to come over here and start on the actual mantle itself. Let's set up, tear down everything here, and dive into this new, brighter spring look.
Okay, first thing I want to get all of this taken down so I have my blank slate. We can put our new wreath up. So let me just tear this out. This is an item that I made 3 or 4 years ago and never took the time to finish it. So every year I go through this. The kids and I took some leftover string and we strung the eggs from their Easter party together to make this garland. I mean, absolutely cost-free if you have eggs, and if you're like us, for some reason you always end up with 1 million different eggs. What I didn't do that I should have done is glued the eggs in the moment. So if I would have glued the eggs, they would not pop open like they are popping open now. Lesson learned, don't be lazy, especially if you plan on using something long term. But I'm gonna use that bunny to hold it to keep it from running away. Okay, something like that. Let's go grab our wreath. I think we did so good. I'm wondering if I should put an egg right here. What do we think? Let me step back. That's what it needed. Okay. Yay! Okay. Loving this. So I've got items from my habitation box, which is a home decor subscription box. If you want to learn more about habitation box, you can click up here in the corner. I unbox the entire thing. It is a monthly home decor box that I love. I also have all of my things from my Decocrated box. Decocrated is a seasonal home decor box that also has 4, I believe, holiday themed boxes. So I have their spring 2021 box and their Easter 2021 box that I'm decorating with. And then everything else is either like Home Goods or Hobby Lobby or stores like that I want to start playing with. These little babies I just picked up from Home Goods and I love them. So confession time. After looking at the wreath for a little bit, I ended up hating the flowers at the bottom, like really not liking them. This is a good example of nothing's permanent, like you can change it. So I just went, ripped them off, added a few more eggs, and now it's just eggs on the wreath, and I think I like it so much more. Okay, I think this is it. Little tweaking, a little shuffling, but not bad for deciding roughly an hour ago that I want to redecorate everything from Easter. using only what has come in my latest subscription boxes and stuff I can find around the house.
I also think that our wreath turned out super cute and that without a doubt it has to go in the chicken coop. So I'm gonna go persuade my hubby to help me nail a nail into hardy board. Okay, so I got the hubby. He's helping. He's gonna put the screw in for me. While he's doing that, I went and gathered eggs. Let's go out here in the sun so y'all can see them. We got eggs from the babies. I haven't checked yesterday or today, so we have a little bit more than normal, which is exciting. And have y'all met my crew? Come see my crew while John's working on that. We're installing a new fence. I'm actually gonna share that on a Decorate With Me. But here's the crew. Say hi, babies. They're pretty cute. We'll keep them. Okay, so let's see what my hubby's got. Look at all of our poor plants. Everything died in that freeze, y'all. It's so sad. Is that gonna work, babe?
Perfect.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. That's so cute. That's the leftover welcome sign I deconstructed that we had since our apartment.
Really?
Yes. And that's that cheap wreath I bought.
I like
Hey
it.
girls, come look at your wreath. What do y'all think? And I can't wait to show y'all. This is gonna come with, I don't know if I'll do it to Decorate With Me or what I'll do it in, but I updated from an old temporary wire fence into these new tobacco wood, and I painted the fence black, and it was a huge success. Look at my followers. Say hi. Are y'all animal people? We're animal people. We've got the kitties, we got the chickens, we got it all. I hope that you guys have had a good time decorating with me. I hope you found some things that you love, you learned some things. I have had so much fun hanging with you guys. Leave some comments below and let me know what parts you loved, maybe what parts I could do differently, and stay tuned because I have more of these coming with more ideas of more things we can do, not only with subscription boxes, but with any home decor we can get our hands on. So until then, have a wonderful day and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.